Classroom of the Elite Season 4 has now finished, and now I think it's time that I should be doing this type of video for its anime adaptation.
Finally.
Now, if you want me to do a separate video about Classroom of the Elite Season 4, I can do so. My honest review, my honest take on it, even though I rated it a 10 out of 10. Yes, I still have my criticisms, but hey, it is what it is. As a big fan of the series, I was thoroughly impressed by it. So, let's jump right into this video about Classroom of the Elite, or COTE's anime adaptation. For its light novel to anime adaptation, it's safe to say that it's never going to be a perfect one-to-one copy of its light novel, of its original source. Volumes adapted into anime from Season 1 only adapted technically up to Volume 3, but it also adapted Volume 4.5 and some bits of Volume 4, which I'm pretty sure not many of you have noticed, but I have. As for Season 2, it adapted 5 volumes in total, which is not a really good sign, especially with it having 13 episodes only. Condensing 5 volumes into 13 episodes is not really ideal, similarly to Season 3. You can also see the differences of Ayanokouji, because in the light novel, he seems more expressive. But what we don't know is that the viewers and the readers are being deceived by Ayanokouji's actions and his emotions being shown in the light novel. The way he narrates, he deceives the audiences as well. He deceives the readers, similarly to how the audiences perceive Ayanokouji in the anime. We are also being deceived by him. For Classroom of the Elite Season 1, it was really good, especially if you are an anime only. If you started Classroom of the Elite, then I 100% guarantee that you enjoyed or will enjoy the anime adaptation. But if you are an original light novel reader before getting into the anime, then maybe you're gonna share some disappointments about it. If you're asking me why the inner monologues in the anime are condensed, well, it's very simple. It's because of the runtime. The narration of Ayanokouji in the light novel is very long. It's so detailed to the point where the author just really stretches out the explanation on how Ayanokouji thinks, how Ayanokouji calculates his actions, and etc. His complex character adds more layer to his deceitful behavior and why he cannot be trusted, for readers and for audiences alike in the anime adaptation. This is really hard to adapt in the anime format because it's a first-person narration instead of it being a third-person narration, because many people compare 86 Slime as well as ReZero, which are stupid because they are third-person perspective. The way the light novel narrates them is in third-person view, not in a first-person view where the main character himself is narrating it. In first person, you narrate as the main character. In third person, you are narrating the world itself. You are narrating the world of the series. Many people have also compared this to Monogatari or Kyoka. Now, that's a fair comparison, but the thing is, Monogatari is so different, way more expressive. The way the main character speaks is so fast, unlike Ayanokouji. If you're asking me about Hyoka, well, Kyoto animation is just built different. And at the same time, Oriki, or the main character of Hyoka, is way more expressive than Ayanokouji. Because by nature, Ayanokouji has a lot of mystery surrounding him, and we don't know who he really is, what he's been through. And that's what the anime is trying to convey, which many people don't understand, because what they understand is the surface level of things. Just like how the LARPers are in TikTok, Shorts, or any other YouTubers out there that are just LARPing and saying Classroom of the Elite is stupid.
I am too smart! I am too smart!
Because they think Ayanokouji is this evil manipulator like Light Yagami or whatever. But what they don't understand is that Ayanokouji is not even close to being Light Yagami or any other evil manipulators out there. He's far from it. We've been given hints in Season 2's ending, Season 3's ending, and now Season 4's ending. In Season 1, we left off with Ayanokouji's true nature being shown, and that is him in his White Room persona. In Season 2, we see hints of him actually wanting to change. He doesn't want to perceive things as how he thinks of others, in his White Room persona, his true self, but he actually wants to have this certain emotion, what we people call as normal. He doesn't want to see Kei as this pawn, and similarly to season 3, he wanted to learn love from Kei, because Kei actually understands Ayanokouji's true nature. So Kei is the perfect experiment for this love emotion, which is really bad if you think about it. Ayanokouji wants to change, but the way he thinks is not normal. And he prayed, he hoped the way he perceives things will change, and he hopes that he is smiling, but we see him not smiling. For season 4, he says that he will never change, which contrasted the way year 1 has ended. This time around in season 4, we got a hint that Ayanokouji is finally accepting his true nature and that he will never change. To Ayanokouji, this genius of his is a curse. And another thing about Ayanokouji and the series, the way it was ruined from the general audience's perspective, is because of the Clash of the Elite community and the fan base itself. I don't think there's any other way around it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's because this is our community's fault. The way we edge out Ayanokouji as this edgy teenager, he's just like me for real type of memes. Obviously, the general audiences will see it as a way of this series being cringe and not to be understood deeply. And that's why Ayanokouji is one of the most misunderstood characters in anime, similarly to how Jinwoo is Sung Jinwoo in Solo Leveling. I'm trying to defend Sung Jinwoo here because many people perceive him as this edgy aura farmer similar to Ayanokouji, but what they don't know is that Jinwoo is actually still human. I don't want to spoil what happened in the future of Solo Leveling. I'm gonna give you a hint. He is losing normal emotions that he had before because of this power. It's being overwhelming. Losing the emotions of a human is what scares him, and hence why the anime is enhancing that aspect of the series of Solo Leveling. With Clash of the Elite, a very similar case as to why it's being misunderstood, because he is an aura farmer, edgy teenager. Surface level of understanding if you're not watching the series nor reading the series of Clash of the Elite. Monologues being cut is also one of the biggest factors as to why Ayanokouji is being misunderstood, because in the book we can actually see and read Ayanokouji's thoughts the way he narrates, but in the anime we only get a glimpse of it sometimes, unlike in the book. Many people just don't understand why this is effective in its adaptation. We can't get through Ayanokouji's mind. No matter how much you read of his thoughts, no matter how much he deduces things, no matter how much he thinks in the novel, he keeps things to himself as well. And that's the mystery aspect of the light novels, Ayanokouji. Similar to Ayanokouji in the anime, we never get to hear his true thoughts. He has those sometimes, but he's not showing most of it. And that's one of the core elements that many people and many fans probably don't understand. Dialogues being shortened as well.
これでいい。
Now, for the dialogues being shortened, that's basically mainly because of the runtime. If you don't know why this is the case, it's always been the case for anime adaptation, not just in anime adaptation, but in adaptations in general. Because unlike in the manga or light novel, you can actually splatter the texts being there in just one panel, 2 panels. In the manga or in the light novel, just splatter it in 1 page. In the anime, it consumes runtime. You're wasting seconds and making the audiences feel bored. And that's how Clash of the Elite Season 4 has been considered boring for the anime audiences.
It is kind of, I feel like it is dragging a little bit now.
Can't lie to you guys. If you have to sit like 6 out of the 8 episodes are just like mostly like setup, yeah, it's not gonna be the, you know, the most enjoyable for people.
But for light novel readers, the fans of the series actually appreciated and enjoyed these moments of Clash of the Elite Season 4 because that wasn't present in the previous 3 seasons of Clash of the Elite. The greatest explanation of the runtime is in Oshinoko Season 2, where Akane explained Princess Saya or Saya Hime's runtime, her character, because of the way she speaks, her tone is very slow and very calming, unlike how she is, where she is a very complex character where she doesn't actually want to kill. But obviously, the director and the scriptwriter has explained it as well. They have to compromise in order for other characters to be established and the world building itself to be established. And that's what many people cannot understand.
脚本家の地位って君たちが思っているよりずっと低いんだ。簡単に首をすげ替えられる。いいものを作ろうと真面目にやっても原作者の趣味と少し違えば憎まれ嫌われ、つまらなかったらファンから戦犯のように晒し上げられて、面白かったら全部原作の手柄。リライティングってのは地獄の創作だよ。作家が持つ著作者人格権には同一性保持権ってのがあって、先生の許可なしに当ブレの舞台をやることは絶対にできない。仮に天才小説家がいたとして、そいつが初めて書いた漫画のネームが100点になりますか？
あるわけないです。
舞台脚本だって同じです。いくら天才漫画家でもいきなり最高の舞台脚本は書けないんです。
歩み寄りなさい。メディアミックスは他人との共同制作。自分だけではできないことの集合体なんだから。
When it comes to the direction, Clash of the Elite seasons 1, 2, and 3 definitely has some similarities when it comes to pacing. Season 1 feels decent, but light novel readers didn't get to appreciate it as much because certain things have to be moved in a certain episode and cuts, obviously. They adapted Volume 4 in Episode 8. They adapted Volume 4.5 in Episode 7, 2 episodes being filler. For Season 2, they had to condense a lot, and especially of Studio Lurch's conflicting schedule, especially the producers rushing things for Clash of the Elite Season 2's adaptation. Hence why the Blu-ray was delayed and Season 3 has been delayed, giving them the bare minimum of 2024 release for Season 3, which is a bad sign for Clash of the Elite at its time, especially it was peak COVID. And Lurch at the time is losing their animators during the pandemic. Additionally, in Season 2's direction, you can actually feel that they're jumping through scenes and having one of the worst adaptations for me, and that is Volume 5, which, by the way, mind you, is one of my favorite volumes of Clash of the Elite. And if you've seen my reaction in Season 2, I was extremely disappointed for its Volume 5 adaptation. I don't know how I feel about this episode. After this episode, I was so bummed out. As a light novel reader, I'm really let down. This episode might probably be the worst. And the fact that they also adapted Volumes 4, 5, 6, and 7 only to 3 episodes is okay. But also not good. But also not bad. Even though, yes, I did say Volume 5 was really bad, but for anime's perspective, it was good because the pacing did not feel off to them. We have 3 episodes for 1 volume adaptation, 1 being an establishment, 2nd being the conflict, and 3rd being the finale for each arc. Hence why it has a clear structure of storytelling, even though as readers, we complained about it. But if you see the anime only's reception, you can actually see them actually enjoying Season 2 a lot more than Season 1 and 3. Even though I gave props to Season 3's direction, because Season 3's direction this time around had a much better direction because they went a bit more artistic than Season 2, and has way more consistent art style, and has a very clear narrative, and that is to also adapt Volume 0 to enhance Volume 11's Ayanokouji vs Sake and Nagi match, even though they had to compromise Volume 11.5 and Volume 8. Volume 8 being one of the most boring volumes for me. Now, I'm not the only one saying this because a lot of people have said it as well. So I'm glad that Volume 8 only got a 2 episode adaptation, because if it went to 3, audiences will probably be bored, because Clash of the Elite Season 4, each volume has 4 episodes and it makes it boring for them. It feels a bit dragging for these audiences. Hence why the 3 episode structure worked for Season 1, 2, and 3, and compromising other volumes to having 1 or 2 episodes. And that is the compromise in the novel to screenplay or script. Condensing dialogues, condensing monologues, hence why we got the "kore de ii."
これでいい。
And I wanted to explain the "kore de ii" line, even though I memed it first. It's because of runtime, and it's because of having a clear vision of Ayanokouji. Because the author himself, Kinugasa Shogo Sensei, the author of Flashman of the Elite, has stated to the voice actor of Ayanokouji, Chiba Shoya, that Ayanokouji, in year 1, seasons 1, 2, and 3, he was cold and has a way of deceiving people. In season 1, he was pretending to be normal, pretending to be human. And that's what he said. That's what the author has stated. But in season 2 and 3, he was deceiving. He was deceitful. But in season 4, we can actually see him interact normally and still be this cold-hearted person. That is his White Room true persona. That's why if you pay close attention to the details of the opening of season 2, as abstract as it is, this particular frame of the opening is true. Kid Ayanokouji beats the teenager Ayanokouji. Because the kid Ayanokouji is his prime. The teenager Ayanokouji is the nerfed version of Ayanokouji. Because I don't want to spoil you Volume 0 because, well, obviously, yeah. Ayanokouji's mystery is going to be, exposed. But yeah, anyway, that's why I'm going to keep it to myself for now. For anime viewers to not know. Alright? So, yeah. Please, anime, Studio Lurch, do Volume 0 movie, please, so that people will know Ayanokouji's history anime. And hence why we have a clear vision, clear narrative of Ayanokouji's character writing, character development. We can actually see it better based on the author's words. The author's supervision is the fact that Ayanokouji, his acting was actually planned. It was him being deceitful from the start. It was him pretending to be normal, blending in, even though he wasn't actually normal. And we can see it in his robotic voice in the first season. Season 2 made him much colder, similarly to season 3. Season 4, on the other hand, he has way more emotions that he can express, but also has this very deceitful, cold demeanor. And then one of the biggest factors of changes from Clash of the Elite seasons 1, 2, and 3 to season 4 is the character designs and the class student numbers. Now this is very easy because the illustrator Tomose Shunsaku sensei, he wasn't able to design 40 students in the class when the anime was getting adapted in the first season, second season, and third season. Hence why season 4 now has a much better character design and much better illustrations, because the illustrator of Clash of the Elite, Tomose Shunsaku sensei, now has way more experience than before when Clash of the Elite Season 1 was airing. Some fans have stated that they are not happy with the changes of Ayanokouji's design. I, for one, am glad that they changed Ayanokouji's design. In Season 1, 2, and 3, he looks cold. He looks edgy. In Season 4, on the other hand, he feels like a normal, average student. But when there's aura, there's aura. As condensed as this video is, I'm pretty sure not many people are gonna watch this video up to the end, hence why I condensed it. Also why I wasn't able to yap as much. I was calculating as much as I can on how much I can say for this video, because many people will most probably not watch the entirety of this video and will most probably not understand what I'm trying to say because of how I condense things. But if you want to know more about my explanation, you can go ahead and go to my stream. Every time when I stream on Twitch, you can ask me about it, because Classroom with the Elite discussions are never finished on my chat and on my stream. So yeah. In conclusion, Classroom with the Elite Anime Adaptation did its job for actually providing us Ayanokouji's mystery elements, and of course wanting to know more about Ayanokouji's character, hence why we need that Volume 0 adaptation. Please, Studio Lurch, I beg. Because in Season 1, 2, and 3, Year 1 adaptation, you can actually see Ayanokouji not properly blending in. That's why many people, when we first started watching the series, we saw Ayanokouji as someone robotic and not normal. Because in Season 1, he is pretending to be normal, pretending to be human. At the end of Season 1 though, we see his true nature, and that is his White Room persona. In Season 2 and 3, we can also see him in his true self, and that is the White Room persona, in this cold demeanor, cold behavior, where he can deceive people. In season 4, on the other hand, we can actually see him actually blending in much better than before, tells jokes, and actually properly have conversation with other people, while also still having that true White Room persona in him. That's why Tsukishiro, the acting chairman, has stated the White Room assassin student that he sent blended in much better than Ayanokouji was when he first entered the advanced nurturing high school. Anyway, that is it for this video. If you want your reviews and opinions to be heard, discussions about the anime to be heard, go rate the anime on Anime Oshi. You can do so by going through my link, and by going through my link, you can actually get a chance to win the $50 weekly giveaway. And as long as you're active, you can also win other merchandise, anime merchandise. That is it for this video, and I'll see you on the next one with more Clash of the Elite content. We'll see more about season 2, the messy production of season 2, of course my honest take on season 4. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you all understand more about the anime adaptation.